A Psychology Research Guide. Chapter 1. Psychology Research Guide. Lots of academic psychology websites. jfmueller.faculty.noctrl.edu/crow/general.htm, bunch on links for each of these categories. General. Aggression. Attitudes and behavior. Attraction and relationships. Conflict and peacemaking. Conformity. Genes, gender, and culture. Group influence. Helping. Methods. Persuasion. Prejudice. Psychology in the courtroom. Social beliefs and judgments. The self. Psychfiledrawer.org, Archive of Experimental Psychology. AmericanRhetoric.com. APA.org. BBC.co.uk. Brocu.ca. Carlton.ca. CBSNews.com. Census.gov. ClassroomClipart.com. ClipsForClass.com. CommunicationCache.com. Cord.edu. Courses.psu.edu. cwu.edu. DanielWillingham.com. devsci.org. docsdoc.com. drkit.org. everydaysociologyblog.com. experience-sampling.org. findarticles.com. historicalvoices.org. history.navy.mil. influenceatwork.com. latimes.com. learner.org. life.com. lucifereffect.com. mcckc.edu. med.umich.edu. muhlenberg.edu. nature.com. ndsu.edu. nku.edu. npg.org.uk. npr.org. pbs.org. pointofinquiry.org. prejuges-stereotypes.net. psych.nyu.edu. psych.umn.edu. psychologicalscience.org. psychologymatters.org. psychologytoday.com. research.umn.edu. rhodes.edu. rockwisdom.com. siam.com. sfu.ca. slate.com. socialmediatoday.com. socialpsychology.org. sportscliche.com. spring.org.uk. sbsb.org. stanford.edu. stolaf.edu. sundancechannel.com. swarthmore.edu. talkpsych.com. teachwithmovies.org. televisiontunes.com. thenewatlantis.com. thepsychologist.org.uk. thesociologicalcinema.com. thisweekinsociology.com. trinity.edu. tulane.edu. arizona.edu. uen.org. umich.edu. un.org. uni.edu. units.muohio.edu. uoregon.edu. vtstutorials.ac.uk. wingclips.com. wjh.harvard.edu. yourq.ca. Do Psychology Library Research. apa.org/education/undergrad/library-research.aspx, library research in psychology, finding it easily, from the APA. apa.org/pubs/databases/psycinfo/faq.aspx, frequently asked questions about psycinfo from the APA. apa.org/pubs/databases/training/search-guides.aspx, search guides for using psycinfo, from the APA, General Psychology self-help type books for the Dewey Decimal System are at number 150-159, the most popular mainstream type books at number 155-159 of the library. 150 Psychology. 152 Physiological and Experimental. 153 Intelligence. 154 Subconscious States. 155 Differential and Genetic Psychology. 156 Comparative Psychology. 157 Abnormal and Clinical Psychology. 158 Applied Psychology, the self-help junk. 159 Miscellaneous. The Library of Congress classification outline for psychology is B. Philosophy, General. BC, Logic. BD, Speculative Philosophy. BF Psychology. 1 to 990, Psychology. 1001 to 1389, Parapsychology. 1404 to 2055, Occult Sciences. BH, Aesthetics. BJ, Ethics. 1 to 1725, Ethics. 1801 to 2195, Social Usages. Etiquette. BL, Religions. Mythology. Rationalism. BM, Judaism. BP, Islam. Baha'i Faith. Theosophy. BQ, Buddhism. BR, Christianity. BS, the Bible. BT, Doctrinal Theology. BV, Practical Theology. BX, Christian Denominations. BF. 1 to 990, Psychology. 38 to 64, Philosophy. Relation to other topics. 173 to 175.5, Psychoanalysis. 176 to 176.5, Psychological Tests and Testing. 180 to 198.7, Experimental Psychology. 203, Gestalt Psychology. 207 to 209, Psychotropic Drugs and Other Substances. 231 to 299, Sensation. Aesthesiology. 309 to 499, Consciousness. Cognition, including learning, attention, comprehension, memory, imagination, genius, intelligence, thought and thinking, psycholinguistics, mental fatigue. 501 to 505, Motivation. 511 to 593, Affection. Feeling. Emotion. 608 to 635, Will. Volition. Choice. Control. 636 to 637, Applied Psychology. 638 to 648, New Thought. Mentaculture, etc. 660 to 685, Comparative Psychology. Animal and Human Psychology. 692 to 692.5, Psychology of Sex. Sexual Behavior. 697 to 697.5, Differential Psychology. Individuality. Self. 698 to 698.9, Personality. 699 to 711, Genetic Psychology. 712 to 724.85, Developmental Psychology, including infant psychology, child psychology, adolescence, adulthood. 795 to 839, Temperament. Character. 839.8 to 885, Physiognomy. Phrenology. 889 to 905, Graphology. Study of handwriting. 908 to 940, the hand. Palmistry. 1001-1389, Parapsychology. 1001 to 1045, Psychic Research. Psychology of the Conscious. 1048 to 1108, Hallucinations. Sleep. Dreaming. Visions. 1111 to 1156, Hypnotism. Suggestion. Mesmerism. Subliminal projection. 1161 to 1171, Telepathy. Mind reading. Thought transference. 1228 to 1389, Spiritualism, including mediumship, spirit messages, clairvoyance. 1404-2055, Occult Sciences. 1444 to 1486, Ghosts. Apparitions. Hauntings. 1501 to 1562, Demonology. Satanism. Possession. 1562.5-1584. Witchcraft. 1585 to 1623, Magic. Hermetics. Necromancy. 1651 to 1729, Astrology. 1745 to 1779, Oracles. Sibyls. Divinations. 1783 to 1815, Seers. Prophets. Prophecies. 1845 to 1891, Fortune-telling. 2050 to 2055, Human-alien encounters. Contact between humans and extraterrestrials. Write a formal psychology article. apa.org/pubs/authors/posting.aspx, APA policy on posting articles on the Internet, from the APA. apastyle.org, apastyle.org, style tips from the APA. apastyle.org/elecref.html, APA electronic reference formats, from the APA. bartleby.com/141, The Elements of Style, by William Strunk, Jr. and E.B. White. ccc.commnet.edu/library/apa.pdf, A Guide for Writing Research Papers, from Capital Community College. ccc.commnet.edu/library/apa.pdf, A Guide for Writing Research Papers, from Capital Community College. cws.illinois.edu/workshop/writers/citation/apa, Citation Styles Handbook, APA format, from the University of Illinois. epub.ws/writing article.2.pdf, Writing the Empirical Journal article. psych.com/resource/apacrib.htm, APA style resources, from PsychWeb. psychology.vanguard.edu/faculty/Douglas-Dagelman/APA-style, APA style essentials, from Vanguard University of Southern California. uwsb.edu/psych/apa4b.htm, Psychology with Style, a hypertext writing guide. worcester.edu/psychology/apa-crib.html, APA publication manual crib sheet. Psychology article citation websites. calvin.edu/library/nightsite/index.php. verywellmind.com/apa-citation-tools-2794856 number sign. 21cif.com/tools/site/apa/index.html. citationmachine.net. citationcreation.com. verywellmind.com/how-to-reference-in-apa-format-2794849. zeotero.org. verywellmind.com/overview-of-apa-format-2794839. bibme.org. verywellmind.com/apa-format-instructional-videos-2794857. verywellmind.com/how-to-write-in-apa-format-2794837. verywellmind.com/how-to-write-in-apa-format-paper-2794838. verywellmind.com/apa-format-bibliography-2794836 verywellmind.com/electronic-sources-in-apa-format-2794851 verywellmind.com/how-to-write-a-psychology-research-paper-2795728 verywellmind.com/writing-psychology-papers-2795723 verywellmind.com/how-to-write-a-psychology-lab-report-2794853 verywellmind.com/how-to-write-and-abstract-2794845 verywellmind.com/how-to-reference-and-author-or-authors-in-apa-format-2794855 verywellmind.com/how-to-write-a-title-page-2794847 verywellmind.com/how-to-write-introduction-2794846 Take a psychology test as part of an experiment/create your own survey using these websites. Colleges, companies, and others want the public, ordinary people, to take tests and surveys they come up with. acsurvey.qualtrics.com, acu.qualtrics.com, akron.qualtrics.com, asuccp.az1.qualtrics.com, az1.qualtrics.com, bangorsport.qualtrics.com, brookshls.co1.qualtrics.com, brunellifesc.eu.qualtrics.com, brunellifesc.qualtrics.com, brunellifesc.qualtrics.com, take a psych test. cardiff.qualtrics.com, carltonpsych.co1.qualtrics.com, cf.martinbruder.com, cf2.martinbruder.com, chatplat.com, checkbox.com, Checkbox Survey Solutions, Commercial Service, and Software, chichpsca.eu.qualtrics.com, cognitrn.psych.indiana.edu/rgoldsto/labware.html, software for cognitive psychology, coloradostatepsych.qualtrics.com, conspiracytheory.martinbruder.com, belief in conspiracy theories, University of Cambridge, csusbpsych.co1.qualtrics.com, curtain.asia.qualtrics.com, curtain.au1.qualtrics.com, cwru.qualtrics.com, cwu.qualtrics.com, cyberball.wikispaces.com, cyberball, freeware for research, datstat.com, datstat, online survey software and research management services, deloses.com, ctools, commercial software for internet-mediated research, dominantneedsanalysis.com, dropbox.com, edinburgh.onlinesurveys.ac.uk, edinburghppls.qualtrics.com, einterview.org, elundx.wix.com, empirisoft.com, Empirisoft, software and customized hardware for experiments, empirisoft.com/directrt.aspx, directrt, millisecond reaction time software, empirisoft.com/medialab.aspx, medialab, Windows-based research software, eu.qualtrics.com, exp.psy.uq.edu.au, experimetrics.com, Experimetrics, web-based service for managing participant pools, expsci.onlinesurveys.ac.uk, flinderspsychology.au1.qualtrics.com, fluidsurveys.usask.ca, fluidsurveys.uwindsor.ca, fordhamgsas.us2.qualtrics.com, Fordham University, fppvu.qualtrics.com, fppvu.qualtrics.com, take a psych test. fsu.qualtrics.com. gameswithwords.org. gameswithwords.org, experiments at the Massachusetts Institute of gcuonline.georgian.edu. georgiasoutturn.co1.qualtrics.com. goldpsych.eu.qualtrics.com, experiments at Goldsmith U. groups.inf.ed.ac.uk/webexp, experimental software, freeware. iasta.epsachhci.az1.qualtrics.com. ifperesearch.rocg.on.ca. iimcal.au1.qualtrics.com. infertilities2d.weebly.com, Infertility Outreach, University of Southern Mississippi. in-mind.online-research/index.php, online research. ipsachexbts.com, ipsychexps, creates and hosts psychology web experiments. isurvey.soton.ac.uk. isurvey.soton.ac.uk, take a psych test. keelpsych.co1.qualtrics.com. kellogg.qualtrics.com. kmrc.qualtrics.com. lancasteruni.qualtrics.com. livepsych.az1.qualtrics.com. lsucommunications.qualtrics.com. lundresearch.com, Lund Research, custom-built online surveys for academic research. macquariehs.qualtrics.com. magic.pictochart.com. memphis.co1.qualtrics.com. millisecond.com, Inquisit, for high-precision psychological measures. moralpsychology.questionpro.com. mqedu.qualtrics.com. messagen.uwindsor.ca. muohiopsychology.us2.qualtrics.com. misssocialbrain.org. ndstate.co1.qualtrics.com. nottingham.onlinesurveys.ac.uk. nottinghampsych.qualtrics.com. nyu.qualtrics.com. onlinepsychresearch.co.uk, Online Psychology Research UK, United Kingdom Compendium. onlinestudy2.martinbruder.com. opinionmatters.org. opl.apa.org, Online Psychology Laboratory, Interactive Teaching Resources. ousurvey.qualtrics.com. ousurvey.qualtrics.com, University of Oklahoma. pace.az1.qualtrics.com. people.aut.ac.nz. people.virginia.edu. perception.st-andrews.ac.uk. portsmouthpsych.eu.qualtrics.com. psy.ck.cisa.it, Scyscope, Mac freeware for psychological experiments. psibylkent.qualtrics.com. psyc.leeds.ac.uk. psych.fullerton.edu/mbirnbaum/web/examples.htm, Introduction to Behavioral Research. psych.hanover.edu/research/exponnet.html, Psychological research on the net, extensive. psych.uni.edu/psychexps, psychexps, has variety of interactive psychology experiments. psych.urq.ca. psychdata.com. psychdata.com, psychdata, specializing in social science research. psychlaw.fiu.edu/guide/guide.asp, guide to running surveys and experiments on the web. Psychologies of TWA redistribution.com, psychology software distribution, for research. sciresearch.org. purdue.qualtrics.com. qeasttrial.us2.qualtrics.com. qtrial.qualtrics.com. qualtrics.com, Qualtrics, software for high-quality online surveys. queensu.fluidsurveys.com. questionpro.com. questionpro.com, questionpro.com, service for building and analyzing online surveys. Randomizer.org, research randomizer, instant random sampling and assignment. redcap.vanderbilt.edu. relationshipdecisions.org. remark.sls.hw.ac.uk. research.millisecond.com. research.net. research.socialci.com. rmit.au1.qualtrics.com. rutgers.qualtrics.com. stleo.co1.qualtrics.com. sheffieldpsychology.eu.qualtrics.com. shoesls.eu.qualtrics.com. suemarketing.az1.qualtrics.com, Southern Illinois University Carbondale. sloan.ucr.edu, UCR eLab, and Sloan Center, Studies of Online Consumer Behavior. smuniversity.eu.qualtrics.com. socialci.com, SocialSci, scientific surveys with participant pool available. socialthinking.org/medialab.html, Media Lab Warehouse, archive of Media Lab applications. sportspectaclepsycho.blogspot.com.es, TV sports programs and aggressiveness. standrews.eu.qualtrics.com. statements.questionpro.com. sunderlandpsychology.biz.tc. surreyfast.eu.qualtrics.com. survey.co1.qualtrics.com. survey.sci.unb.ca. survey.utk.edu. surveygizmo.com. surveygizmo.com, SurveyGizmo, commercial online survey software. surveymk.com. surveymonkey.co.uk. surveymonkey.com. surveymonkey.com, SurveyMonkey, popular web data collection service, short surveys free. sydneysci.qualtrics.com. Technology. tessexperiments.org, time-sharing experiments for the social sciences, free. testing123.i8.com. towsonpsychology.qualtrics.com. ttuspsych.qualtrics.com. uclpsych.eu.qualtrics.com. udemy.com/opensasame-the-experiment-building-software. ueapsych.eu.qualtrics.com. uhcl.co1.qualtrics.com. uic.qualtrics.com. umbc.co1.qualtrics.com. umichpsych.qualtrics.com. unbcss.co1.qualtrics.com. unisimcollege.au1.qualtrics.com. uautowapsi.az1.qualtrics.com. usc.qualtrics.com. utpbcomm.qualtrics.com. uwoclair.qualtrics.com. uwsssap.co1.qualtrics.com, Western Sydney University, Australia. vista-survey.com. vuamsterdam.qualtrics.com. weinberg.co1.qualtrics.com. westminsterpsych.az1.qualtrics.com. westminsterpsych.qualtrics.com. wexlab.eu/webexpscilab.html, Web Experimental Psychology Lab. wexlist.net, the Web Experiment List, large archive of current and past studies. wexstore.org, Wexster, tool for designing lab and web experiments. workbehavior.questionpro.com, fairness, emotions, and work behavior. workclimate4.questionpro.com. www.az1.qualtrics.com. zipsurvey.com, ZipSurvey, web survey application developed by IO psychologists. zoomerang.com. Psychology Research Journal websites. aje.sagepub.com, American Journal of Evaluation, AEA Journal. evaluationcanada.ca/site.cgi?$4$s2$lang and comma Canadian Journal of Program Evaluation Canadian Evaluation Society ScienceDirect.com/science/journal/01497189, Evaluation and Program Planning, International Journal. erx.sagepub.com, Evaluation Review, a journal of applied social research. sagepub.com/journalsproddesk.nav !prod_journal 200757, Evaluation, the International Journal of Theory, Research, and Practice, Tavistock. Academic Psychology Research Websites. apa.org/monitor/apr00/web.aspx, a web of research, APA article on web research. apa.org/science/leadership/BSA/internet, psychological research online. socialpsychology.org/maps/research groups, research groups. psychfiledrawer.org, archive of experimental psychology. apa.org/education/undergrad/library-research.aspx, APA Guide to Library Research in Psychology. apa.org/pubs/databases/psycinfo/faq.aspx, frequently asked questions about PSYCINFO. apa.org/pubs/databases/training/search-guides.aspx, search guides for using PSYCINFO from the APA. apa.org/science/programs/testing/find-tests.aspx, finding information about psychological tests from the APA. srcweb.berkeley.edu/res/tsamp.html, tips on telephone sampling from SRC Berkeley. socialpsychology.org/methods.htm, research methods and statistics. cogprints.org, cogprints, Cognitive Sciences ePrint Archive, including work in branches of psychology. psych.hanover.edu/krantz/journal.html, electronic journals and periodicals in psychology and related fields, Hanover College. conc.net/mindpapers, mindpapers, a bibliography of the philosophy of mind and the science of consciousness. Tests. burroughs.unl.edu/burroughs/jsp/search.jsp, test reviews online, reviews of mental measurements, both developmental and educational, full reviews are available for a fee. psychologyinaction.org, Psychology in Action, research findings of interest to the public. psych.fullerton.edu/mbirnbaum/web/examples.htm, Introduction to Behavioral Research. psych.hanover.edu/research/expionnet.html, Psychological research on the net, extensive. psych.uni.edu/psychexps, psychexps, has variety of interactive psychology experiments. psychlaw.fiu.edu/guide/guide.asp, guide to running surveys and experiments on the web. opl.apa.org, online psychology laboratory, interactive teaching resources. sciresearch.org, research.socialci.com. wexlab.eu/webxbscilab.html, web experimental psychology lab. wexlist.net, the web experiment list, large archive of current and past studies. Psychology research software. classroomsociometrics.com. cognitive-aptitude-assessment-software.com, cognitive aptitude assessment software. CAS is software designed to collect response time and accuracy information on tasks such as letter identification, word naming, and pseudo-word naming. alma.edu/el/knife.htm, lknife, freeware. Data utility for reconfiguring multidimensional spreadsheet files. empirisoft.com, Empirisoft, software and hardware for your psychology experiments. alma.edu/l, ilines, rather than just present stimuli and collect responses. Eye lines can record mouse movements and allows subjects to manipulate images in real time. kmi.open.ac.uk/projects/hank, freeware. Hank is a cognitive modeling language. Millisecond.com, inquisit, flexible, open-ended, high-performance psychological experiment generation tool. Labwriteup.net. web.uvic.ca/sci/software, multidimensional signal detection analysis. nbs.neuro-bs.com, neurobehavioral systems. neurosolutions.com/products/ns-MATLAB, neurosolutions for MATLAB. Noldus.com, Noldus homepage. Our company develops computer software for psychological and biological research as well as educational products. OpenSci.org, OpenPSY, open sources software for data collection, statistical analysis. PEBL.sourceforge.net, PEBL, the psychology experiment building language, freeware. psychology-software.com. Psychologies of TWA redistribution.com. psdnet.com/products, psychology software tools, Inc. psychtoolbox.org. scyscope.psy.cmu.edu. sona-systems.com, Sana Systems. Sana Systems offers web-based software for human research subject pool management. Hypnosoft.com, Hypnosoft, the world's first custom, talking computer hypnosis. Psychology Statistics and Research Methods Journals. tandf.co.uk/journals/titles/08957347.asp, Applied Measurement in Education. apm.sagepub.com, Applied Psychological Measurement. psychonomic.org/brmike, Behavior Research Methods, Psychonomic Society. onlinelibrary.wiley.com/journal/10.1111/ISSN 2044-8317, British Journal of Mathematical and Statistical Psychology. epm.sagepub.com, Educational and Psychological Measurement. jeb.sagepub.com, Journal of Educational and Behavioral Statistics. mstat.org/publications/JSE, Journal of Statistics Education. tandf.co.uk/journals/titles/00273171.asp, Multivariate Behavioral Research. orm.sagepub.com, Organizational Research Methods. apa.org/pub/journals/PA, Psychological Assessment, APA Journal. apa.org/pub/journals/met, Psychological Methods, APA Journal. Psychometrica.org, Psychometrica. poq.oxfordjournals.org, Public Opinion Quarterly. smr.sagepub.com, Sociological Methods and Research. stat.uib.ac.at/smij, Statistical Modeling, an international journal. tandf.co.uk/journals/titles/10705511.asp, Structural Equation Modeling, a multidisciplinary journal. Psychology Statistics Websites. psych.utoronto.ca/courses/c1/c1.html, Howling at Statistics, Statistical Methods for Psychology. psych.unc.edu. uwsb.edu/psych/stat, Psychological Statistics. psychstat.missouri-state.edu/aspx/default.aspx. wesleyan.edu/psyc/260/random/rr.htm, Research Randomizer, a free web-based program that permits instant random sampling and random assignment. psych.utoronto.ca/courses/c1/statsdoc.htm. allpsych.com/stats/index.html. utexas.edu/cc/stat/world, utexas.edu/cc/stat/world/stats-sites.html, statistics sites. utexas.edu/cc/stat/world/softwaresites.html, statistics software sites. wise.cgu.edu, web interface for statistics instruction tutorials. Social science databases. apa.org/pub/databases/psycritiques, psyckritiques database of psychology book reviews. apa.org/research/responsible/data-links.aspx, links to data sets and repositories. American Psychological Association. mentalhelp.net, Mental Help Net, largest online guide to mental health. eric.ed.gov, Educational Resources Information Center from U.S. Department of Education. intute.ac.uk, Intut, Resources for Education and Research, over 100,000 records. icpsr.umich.edu, Inter-University Consortium for Political and Social Research. hmdc.harvard.edu, Harvard MIT Data Center Repository of Quantitative Social Science Data. norc.org, National Opinion Research Center. norc.org/GSS plus sign website, General Social Survey. dss.princeton.edu, Princeton Data and Statistical Services for Data and Assistance. ropercenter.uconn.edu, Roper Center for Public Opinion Research. ropercenter.uconn.edu/data_access/ipoll/ipol.html, IPOLL database. ncbi.nlm.nih.gov/pubmed, Search PubMed database of biomedical research. unstats.un.org/unsd/databases.htm, UN Data, United Nations Statistical Databases. thedataweb.org, the data web network of online data libraries. infomine.ucr.edu, Infomine, more than 100,000 links to scholarly web resources. thomas.loc.gov, Thomas Database of U.S. legislation and related information. factfinder.ir2.census.gov/faces/nav/jsf/pages/index.xhtml, American Fact Finder data. lib.uwaterloo.ca/society/overview.html, scholarly societies project links to more than 1,000 organizations. mediafinder.com, Media Finder publisher and print media web pages. c-spanvideo.org, C-SPAN Video Library, free archive of C-SPAN programs. nlm.nih.gov, National Library of Medicine. cdlib.org, California Digital Library. ipl.org, Internet Public Library. wikipedia.org, Wikipedia, world's largest multilingual free encyclopedia. britannica.com, Britannica.com, searchable entries. Chapter 2. Doing Scientific Experiments. Psychology research websites /experimental psychology /doing psychology experiments. activecampaign.com /survey-software, ActiveCampaign survey design and research service. allpsych.com /research methods /research contents.html, research methods. apa.org/ethics/code.html, ethical principles of psychologists and code of conduct. The official American Psychological Association, APA, ethical code. atheistresearch.org, Center for Atheist Research. einterview.org, e-interview. Interviews so interactive they seem human. e-research-global.com, e-research-global.com Inc. Erg. Web research and online participant panels. Formsite.com, Formsite.com. A commercial online survey creation site. gsociology.icaap.org/methods, methods in evaluation and social research /free resources about surveys, focus groups, sampling, interviews, and other methods. gsociology.icaap.org/methods, resources for methods in evaluation and social research, survey and sampling guides, ethics guides. in-mind.org/online-research/index.php, in-mind.org. A site that hosts its own online research and links to other online studies. psych.fullerton.edu/mbirnbaum/web/preface.htm, Introduction to Behavioral Research on the Internet. ipsychxbts.com. ipsychxbts is a company that creates and hosts web experiments for psychologists who are conducting psychological research or teaching psychology. iscience.diasta.es, iScience Lab. Lab or ULF reps and collaborators. iscience.diasta.es/archive/reips/dis, Dimensions of Internet Science. datstat.com, datstat, a Loom web survey and online data collection / management software platform. iscience.eu, iScience. Tools for Internet-based web collection. iupsies.net, International Union for Psychological Science. millisecond.com/inkeysitweb.aspx, Inquisit Web Edition. A web version of the classic desktop experiment generator. ipsychxbts.com, ipsychxbts. A site that creates and hosts web experiments for psychologists who are conducting psychology research or teaching psychology. newscientist.com. psich.org/pubs/articles/article_114.asp, measurement instruments at your fingertips. psych.hanover.edu/research/exponnet.html, psychological research on the net. psychdata.net, psychdata.net. A commercial online survey research creation and hosting site. psychexps.olemis.edu, psych experiments, psychology experiments on the Internet. psychology.nih.ch/soi/ulf/lab/webxbscilab.html, web experimental psychology lab participate in experiments on the web. psychstudies.co.uk, psych studies. Online studies at Swansea University. radcliffe.edu/murray_redirect/index.php, Murray Research Center Multidisciplinary Social Science Data Archive. research-pro.com, Research Pro. Data Management Consultants. randomizer.org, Research Randomizer. sclog.eu, Scientific Log Analyzer, analyze any type of log file. soscisurvey.de/?l=n, soci survey. An online service for web study development. socialpsychology.org/exbts.htm, online social psychology studies. protogeny.com, Protogeny. Protogeny is a web-based authoring toolkit for scientists and researchers for the design and execution of research protocols online. socialpsychology.org/exbts.htm, online social psychology studies. supersurvey.com, commercial online survey company. psych.hanover.edu/surveybueldr, survey builder. A Java tool to assist in the building of online surveys. survey1.com, Survey1. A commercial online survey company. wexlist.net, web experiment list. tnstate.edu/library/journal/onjnsci.htm, online journals in psychology. tweetminer.eu, iScience Maps. A tool to research Twitter content. onlinepsychresearch.co.uk, online psychology research UK. webexperiment.net, post online studies. wexstore.org, tool for creating and visualizing, web and lab, experimental.